All right, ready, steady, go. How are you all doing? I welcome you all for this one day, one runner habit series in this whole month of April, where I will be uncovering on a daily basis different runner habits. For every single day I will be sharing one runner habits and giving a perspective for that particular habit from a runner's mindset. That is my mindset. Yeah. And also I'll be sharing different techniques how the same can be applied in your own business and in your own life. This is Karthik Viswanathan, and today is going to be the day number 11. That is habit number 11 for our perspective, right? So what is this habit? This habit is nothing but inspiring through action, inspiring your own self and inspiring others. So from a runner perspective, this is a kind of a habit like where like this is a kind of a habit which comes to us, or which has been like a byproduct, which has been like a side benefits, if you wish, which has been like a side effect, like what because of what we do consistently, because we take actions every single day. So I talk on behalf of all the walkers, joggers, and runners, sprinters, marathoners, ultra marathoners, ironmanners, and whatnot, like Spartan racers, every single person there. So yes, knowingly or unknowingly, whether we intentionally do it or not, whether we like it or not, we inspire other people positively, right? We inspire them to take their life to the next level. Does not really matter whether it is going to be in this journey of active lifestyle, or in their own life, or in their own business, right? So by saying that, let me just uncover like what do I mean by inspiring through actions from a runner perspective. What are those actions, if you just see? So whether it is whether a walker is doing a 5 kilometer or a 10 kilometer or 1 kilometer, that does not really matter, but we make the first step, yeah, and then we put one foot in front of another. That's the second thing we do. We make the first step, and then we just make the second step and the third step, right, by placing one foot in front of other, right? And third thing, we make those steps consistently until we finish off the destined distance, whether it is 3, 5, 10, 50, 21, 75. That's, yeah. So that those are the key steps for it. Key three things. We make the first step. We put the second step, third step, the fourth step consistently, and that's how we just go forward. And by doing that, what we just really do is like we starting to inspire ourselves first. So certain times in mid of a marathon, or mid of any of the long distance running, sometimes one of my one of my energy savers for my own running, like whenever I'm just trying to hit a wall, whenever I'm just trying to bounce off a wall, or whenever I'm just running empty. So at that time I'll be looking backwards mentally, like saying that how many kilometers I have done so far, and what are the different efforts that I have just taken so far, what are the actions that I have taken so far in that particular training session, or in that particular day, in that particular long distance race day. So that will definitely inspire me as a person, because I have done this much, I can do the remaining. That will give a kind of a fuel, that will give a kind of a push from internally, right? So that's like the own benefit that we'll be reaping from our own actions. And because I'm a firm believer of this, my dear friends, actions on any given day will definitely kills our self doubts, right? Every single small action will definitely kills us our own self doubt, and that killing of this the death of that self doubts leads to the way of building the confidence. We don't, I mean, in our anyway in our own life, we don't necessarily need to wait for building the confidence. We don't necessarily need to wait for the day where we will be filled up with, when we wake up in the morning, where we filled up with a lot of confidence, right? So it needs to be built up. It can be built up on every single smallest step. So action kills your self doubt, that brings a confidence in your own life. And that's how like we will be driving inspiration from our own self, because we will be building confidence in our own step. So that's a secret. That's an essence of it. And by doing this one, we definitely inspire our own circle of close friends, families. Yeah, so those kind of close circle. And also like as the same thing progress, as we started exhibiting this habit in like overall for a period of time, definitely we would be attracting more and more um, positivity from others, and then we would be sharing the positivity, we'll be sharing this confidence to others. So definitely we would be inspiring others as well in a wider circle. Yeah, so that's the benefits of it. That's how it is being done. And then I can also give a little bit another perspective of how this particular thing is being done. So once I say like yes, we need to really action upon that, we will be actioning on by just putting one step forward. How this is being done in a nutshell, like yes, we would be breaking the whole mileage distance into smaller chunks, and focus on one step at a time. And of course we believe in ourselves. That's how like we can just go for a long way, right? So that's the essence of this, how we can inspire others through action. And as I said, runners, like uh, we just, it's like a kind of a byproduct for us, like we would be inspiring other people. Yeah, so we don't necessarily need to just go with an intention of yes, today I'm going to inspire people. Yes, there might be sometimes like yes, as a runner we would be just going and doing things, to be honest, like doing a training session, doing a run with the friend of us who really want to get into this particular journey, so that we can inspire your own friend. But in an overall perspective, we would be doing for our own joy, we would be doing for our own missions. But then that definitely, that effort, that action will definitely inspire others. So if we take this particular habit of inspiring others through action, let's see like how we can apply the same thing in our own business world. So let me give a perspective. Let me just share something like, okay, if why do you need to just inspire through action in your business world? If you ask me the question, so I would just say for any of the entrepreneurs. So one of the things that I would share is like, yes, you definitely need to become a key person of influence in your own domain, in your own industry, in your own business. KPI, key person of influence, right? So for you to become that key person of influence, if you want to go to that thing, if you want to achieve that particular, how to say, particular mindset, or if you want to achieve the particular abundant, like how you can become a key person of influence, it first thing is that you need to set your own mission for that, right? So in that way, like you can inspire your own self first, your own team members, and your own partners, and then your own industry as the whole. So for that, like it's not, as I said, it's not like you suddenly wake up this morning and then you just say, yes, I have become a key person of influence, right? So it needs to be built block by block, segment by segment. So for that, my tips are, yes, you need to set an objective. You need to set your own mission for any of the engagement that you're doing. Maybe, say, for example, it might be rebranding your business, one side of the service wing of your own business, or you might be wanting to get an investment for your own business, or you might be wanting to establish a content publishing a calendar. If you're really focusing on establishing your online presence, which I really encourage you all to do. Yeah. Or if you want to generate more revenue streams in your own business, or if you want to automate your daily administrative tasks. So for all these things, action really matters, right? So for that one, like you can always become, you can set your objective for one of these domains, and then start to think around like what are all the areas that you can really improve. Break the whole thing into smaller chunks, and get some advice from different people who have already done that particular the objective, who are already got some progress in that perspective, in that particular area that what you have chosen. Or go and get a mentor. So you start up to take that very first step. Don't get intimidated about the whole picture that what you're going to solve. Just go with the first step like a runner would do, right? And then You always think like, yes, you want to become a key person of influence in that particular domain. So in that way, like you would be starting to asking some better questions, some beautiful questions, and then you would be going and interviewing people, so or seeking up some of the unsolved questions for years. You'll be seeking for those answers, and then try some experimentations as well. So go for that. So as I say, like yes, every small step of an action will definitely start to kill your own self-doubt in your own business. And then that will be giving you confidence. So go for it. Action matters. Right? So that's how like you can always build uh, that confidence level. And then the moment you start reaping the benefits of your own rebranding, of your own getting the investment, of your own building up your own team, in a tech savvy team, or of your own building your content publishing calendars. Yeah, so that will definitely inspire you, and also it will be inspiring your team if you're having if you're running as a team, if you are having a business of that scale. Yeah, so that's how like you would be inspiring your own team members through your own actions, and that would in turn will inspire them to take more and more actions, rather than just talking about it, or rather than just thinking about it, or rather than just dreaming about it. So having a vision of dream is all good for a start, but to make it as a reality, it's all about like who you are becoming in that process, and then actions define the way that you're going to become, that who you're going to become. So that's how like you will be inspiring people. So don't just think that, oh, I need to become an influencer. So start acting like one, right? Start acting like that you are a KPI on your own industry. So think through that. Definitely you will be getting more and more answers, and then definitely you will be getting more and more confidence through your actions. Go for it. Right. And if we start, okay, let's start taking this particular habit of inspiring through action in our own life, how we can able to implement in our own life, whether it is health, wealth, or relationship, whatever it might be. Okay, so first thing, let's address like who you might be playing different roles in our own life, right? So I might be playing a role of a parent, or I might be playing a role of a husband. So if I just say a role, like what I mean by this one, like we would be having different avatars in our own life. So every single moment we might be having a different kind of an avatar. Say now, like I'm wearing an avatar of I'm sharing with my knowledge, with my experience, with my all my frameworks to you all. So that kind of how to say that a knowledge sharer, or a coach, or a teacher, or whatever you call me, but that's what my content is. I really want to share with things with you, knowledge with you, so that I can that can help to elevate your own life to the next level, right? So that's the avatar I'm playing right now. So the same way, like you would be playing different avatars, as I said, like parent, mentor, teacher, friend, spouse, son, daughter, grandparent, anything, uncle, aunt, cousin, anything, right? So if you really wanting to just make this habit of inspiring your own circle, yeah, so first thing you need to do is like we need to understand what kind of a role that I'm playing at this point in time. What is in my avatar? Am I acting here as a friend, or am I acting here as a parent? So what is the thing that I'm just doing at this point in time? Because that has a direct correlation with our thinking, with our words, and with our actions. So I may not be playing, say for example, like I must not be playing whatever with my kids, right? With my kids, like while I'm playing with them, I shouldn't be thinking that I'm a kind of I should be thinking what my role would be in my organization. So I should be thinking like I'm playing with them as a parent, as a father, as a dad. So that gives a perspective to that, right? And the same way, like if I'm talking to my close friend, I should be thinking and acting like a close friend, close mate to my friend, right? So that can build my mateship. That can build that can take my friendship to the next level. If I'm just playing, if I'm just wearing a hat of my own role in my organization to my friend, then that will definitely going to tamper, or that will definitely having some friction in our conversations. I cannot be so much open with my close mate if I'm not being a close mate of, if I'm not acting like if I'm not acting as a close mate to him or her. So that's how it is being done. So first thing, let's just purely understand what role I'm currently playing, what role you are playing at this point in time. So it would be keep on changing throughout the day. That's the beauty of it, right? And at the same time, that's a challenge of it. So we need to be consciously just purely observing ourselves, like which role I'm currently playing, which role we are currently playing. Because as I said, that would definitely let you understand what is the objective for you, what kind of a smaller steps that you can take, what kind of an action that you will be taking through building your confidence, right? So once you start understanding that, you would be gradually, right? So that's a secret of it. Gradually and eventually, you would be starting to be in that particular moment. Your thoughts will not be wavering. Your words will not be irrelevant. Your actions would not be totally redundant. It will be to the particular moment, to that particular person. It will be with that particular person whom you are dealing with. So once you start exhibiting those kind of indicators or symptoms, or once you start kicking off those kind of smaller actions, that will definitely give you result. That will definitely give you an outcome. The outcome might be a good joyful time with your kids, a good conversation with your friend, a good brainstorming session with your business partner, a good Q&A session with your audience group, right? So, or a good learning session with your mentor. So that the outcome would be really efficient and effective. The more of the outcomes of such efficient outcome that you're creating, that will definitely will be inspiring others, because that will be kind of becoming a rolling effect, and that will be leading towards a huge higher results, and then those results will definitely inspire, and that will be drawing people to you. And believe it or not, you would become your own you would become an inspiration to many in your own life, right? So that's how like it is being done, and these are my tips for you. So action matters. So please don't let carried away by the myth that by the myth of, like, say, you can only inspire people like after you have become a certain age, or after you have become a millionaire, or after you have written a book or something, or after you have achieved a social economic status. So don't get carried away by those myths. Yeah, good thing is, like, you can inspire today, you can inspire now by being who you are with your actions. Keep doing those actions, keep doing those efficient and effective actions, keep taking those steps, keep taking first thing, take that first step, and keep taking those consistent steps, one step after another. Do that hard work, and then you never know whom you are inspiring. This is Karthik Viswanathan, and my dear friends, please do me a favor. Whenever you see a runner, a walker, or a jogger next time on the road, gym, park, or anywhere, just wave at them, give a thumbs up to them, just nod your head, put a big smile on your face. That will definitely lift the spirit and mindset of that particular person, of that particular runner. And then also it will be lifting your own spirit. And then this positivity, this rapport, this energy will be taking your day and then their day in a very long, efficient, and joyful day. All right, that will be leading to a sustainable, joyful in your own mindset. All right, so I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye bye from Karthik Viswanathan.